We're at APM Metals at Sittingbourne. I'm here every day. It's very busy today, being a Saturday morning. Got to unload them now into the bag, and I've got to take them over there to the scale and we'll weigh them in. 17, 18 kilos, roughly.
Small. 16. 20.
20.
Oh,
One off for the bag. 19.
How much is that?
£9.50. Yeah, we don't. Shall I tell Gareth?
Oh yeah.
19. That's 19 kilos.
Is it the trailer?
19 kilos.
19 kilos. Not bad today. £68.30. That's this week, isn't it?
Yeah,
so,
you can put the... And when it gets up to a certain amount, they just send the cheque off.
For instance, the last one was £706.52p.
Not paid yet.
So that's another £68 to it.
Yeah.
Right, yeah, Chris has been coming in. I've been working here 10 years. And I suppose Chris has been coming here for the last probably 15 to 20 years, recycling for neuroblastoma, which is a good cause for cancer. I mean, I think last year must have been, what, £2,000, was it £2,000? £2,000 towards charity. He's doing that on a regular basis. He's doing this all off his own back. He basically lives for it. Yeah, it's a good cause for a good man. He puts a good bit of work into it. I don't think you'd see me riding about, to be honest with you, on a bike all day, so he does well.
Right, that was 19 kilos come in. That's £9.50 for the charity, and within a matter of about 6 weeks they'll be turned back into new cans. That's can recycling. But these cans are everywhere in the streets, in the bins, and people save them for me. And I just ride around the town picking them up. And every penny of it goes to the Neuroblastoma Society, which is only a very small charity, but we raise a lot of funds for research. Researching into this dreadful disease, and me and my friends were trying to do something about it.
How many miles do you think you've done?
The furthest I've been that way is Folkestone, and the furthest that way is Grafty Green. I'm on it every day. Yeah. My life is dedicated to these people to find the cure for this terrible disease. At the moment now I've got £2,000 in there. But they won't send that. I'll take that to their AGM. It's always nice to take a cheque with you when I go.
There's a church hall down there who've been good enough to lend it to us. We do the catering up and everything ourselves. Chris came along, he just sat at the back as he often does. He didn't ask any questions this year, you know, sometimes he does or makes a comment depending on what the discussion is. You know, we have maybe 2 or 3 scientific presentations and then someone talks about their work for the society, thinking about it. We ought to get him to. I don't know if he'd really appreciate, you know, talking in front of people, but you know, it would be worth thinking about. Maybe we could show some film of him or something. And in the past he's asked questions, normally when there's been a discussion about how the society's run and organised. You know, for example, we'd asked every year, you know, has the society considered taking on paid staff to help us with fundraising, to, you know, and the idea being you spend a little to raise a lot. And we never have, because it's all sorts of reasons why not, but we are a voluntary society. It's very much part of our brand, very much part of our ethos. And I do remember Chris intervening, you know, not aggressively but very strongly, of the view that it was very important that the society worked in that way, that it was seen to be voluntary, that we can go and say every penny that comes into us from recycling or anything else goes straight into the research fund. That's what it's for. And I would think that over the years he would have raised tens of thousands of pounds. And if you think that the main use of the main thing we fund as a charity is research, and something like £35,000 to £40,000 will pay for a researcher and their support materials and so on for a year, pretty much. And so I would think Chris has easily helped us to pay for one of those one of those projects. The other day he came to our conference down in Kew in southwest London, and came along with his latest cheque. I think it was for £2,000 or £2,500 or something like that. And we'll get you know, a stream of cheques during the year from him, depending on how things have gone. It is always nice to see him. We have a sort of, we're not a massive organisation. We'd like to have more people, of course. We're not huge, but Chris is one of our faithfuls, one of our regulars. He always comes. You know, anyone who's been to our meetings over the years will have met and spoken to Chris. My mother came the first time the other day, and keeps talking about the chap with the hat, and you know exactly who she means.